Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a dog. So DC's League of Super Pets is about Krypto the Super Dog, who is the pet slash best friend of Superman, and his journey to essentially, in dealing with Superman having a girlfriend now, and that kind of throwing a monkey wrench into the good thing Krypto feels like him and Superman have. And from there, there's a supervillain, which is a hairless guinea pig, that starts to terrorize Metropolis by means of a special rock, which I won't give too many spoilers with. But with this special rock, it gives powers to some animals, including some shelter animals that Krypto has come across and has to team up with in order to stop this superpowered guinea pig from destroying not only Metropolis, but you would assume the world. And there you have your plot. It's pretty basic. It's pretty simple. And I think for a lot of people, this could easily just be like, oh, it just looks like a random little animated throwaway film, when in actuality, it is a very charming, sweet movie with some surprisingly emotional stuff in there. I'm not saying this is perfect. I'm not saying that this is going to be the greatest animated film you've seen this year, but there's definitely a lot more pluses to this than I anticipated when I went into this. Now, I am a big DC fan, and so seeing Krypto the Super Dog on screen I thought would be a lot of fun. Ace the Bat-Hound I thought would be great. And some of these other side characters, like, DC's had a history of pets over the years. And I'll get to about my biggest omission from this film, and maybe they'll bring them up in a sequel. But we'll touch on that a little later. But so Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson voices Krypto, and as much as I love Dwayne Johnson and I love Krypto, and I thought this would be a great combination, I'm not going to lie. Between Dwayne Johnson doing Krypto and then Kevin Hart doing the voice of Ace, it kind of did take me out of the movie at times that these two were voicing these main two characters in the film, because all I could hear was them. They had elements, obviously, of, I think, some great character stuff there, and they said the lines as good as they probably could. But it was just missing a little something. That's a big critique of mine, that I feel like maybe they got too much star power for this. Because somebody like a John Krasinski who comes in and voices Superman, I think fit that very well. I liked John Krasinski's performance there. And then you had Kate McKinnon come in, and I love me some Kate McKinnon, and she comes in and plays the voice of the bad guy, Lulu, the hairless guinea pig. And she does pretty good, too. She's entertaining. She's got some lines. I think she's definitely got some jokes that fall flat for me. But I think on the whole, I think it works. Her shtick works for, a lot of kids and audiences. And then you have a bunch of other these animals, Vanessa Bayer plays the pig, PB. You have Natasha Lyonne as Merton McSnurtle, the turtle. And I'm not going to lie, her voice performance is probably the best of the film. Her character is the best character of the film, in my opinion, and there's a great running gag with this character that I think it steals the movie for me. They do it several times, and I think it's utterly great. Then you have Diego Luna as Chip. Keanu Reeves is a standout in his role as Batman in this, and so whatever. I think on the whole, the voice cast is solid. Maybe not as good as it could have been, despite all the star power it had. So there's that. Some more pluses. I do think that the writing was a lot of fun here. There's a lot of great little DC nods and some references to DC history, and a couple of really well done, well written, emotional beats in this film, including I got teary-eyed from the get-go, because when you see how Krypto finds his way to Earth, that scene in Superman mythology always gets me, and yeah, I'll let you see the movie, and you probably know what I'm talking about if you're even familiar with Superman's origins, and it gets me every time. I'm a sucker for it. But then the other one that got me was Ace's backstory. It kind of came out of left field. You figure he'd have a pretty not so good origin story, but it hit you right in the heart, and boy, I teared up. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely teared up. But yeah, on the whole, it's a pretty basic, from start to finish. Just Crypto's got to get along with these pets and save the day, and you're along for the ride. There's some great jokes, some good action. I think the animation in this is really, really good. Maybe not like a full Pixar level. I'm a little, I didn't really like some of the design choices for like the Justice League, but what they did was really good in giving the whole film like its own vibe, its own feel, and all the Easter eggs and stuff that kind of hid in some of the background of stuff. I kept catching like, oh, that's a reference to this character. Oh, that's a reference to that DC character. Oh man, look at all these great Easter eggs over here. I had a lot of fun just finding all that out, and I would see this film again just for that aspect of it. But it does kind of run, as short as the runtime is, I do feel like it drags in some spots. I do think that they, really shortchanged some interesting character stuff for jokes or for just some weird sight gags. I'm like, oh, probably could have done without this. You probably could have just cut to it, instead of some of these little gags here and there. But hey, whatever. Everybody's going to have their own vibe about it. I'm still very positive on this. But overall, I'm going to give this a C+. I don't hate it, and I definitely don't love it. It's definitely right there in the middle of it. I had a good time. It's definitely one I may or may not go back to, and it could improve over time, but I just have a hard time getting over Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart doing these voices. Not that they were terrible, but like I said, they just didn't, I don't know, they just didn't bring it home for me, and that could just be a me thing, and that's fine. But I think on the whole, a lot of people are going to enjoy this. I think a lot of kids will really, really enjoy this and have a lot of fun at the movies with this. So if you're a parent and you're wondering if you should take your kids to this, yeah, you should. I think it's very kid-friendly, obviously. It's aimed at them, but don't worry, there's definitely a lot of adult jokes in this too, aimed at you that you will enjoy as well. And I do want to give my biggest criticism of all is the crime, nay, the sin of excluding one of the greatest DC animal characters from this flick, and that is Bat Cow. That is right. Bat Cow is a character that popped up a handful of years ago in some Batman comics that I just totally adore. And as you can see from the comic panel to my left, I mean, who wouldn't want to see this lovable lug in a movie? So there you guys have it. That's my review for DC Super Pets. Are you guys going to go see it? What do you guys think? Who's your favorite DC Super Pet and why? Leave your comments down below. And don't forget, guys, do all those normal things you do with YouTube videos. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell notification to be notified every time I do a new video. And until next time, guys, I'll be seeing you.